Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hey, how's it going in your neck of the woods today? All right, so let's talk about mommy guilt. Let's talk about the strategizing that we have to keep that teeter-totter balance of sanity, sometimes between life, our kids, our relationships, our jobs. Like, how do we sometimes build our beloved businesses when life just seems to be going haywire? Okay. So that's what I want to talk about today. I know you guys are absolutely going to love what I have to share. I'm really excited because you guys know that this is what I love to do. My name is Roxanne and I live way up here in West Central Alberta, and I love popping into your guys' world and sharing some insights, some tips and some tricks and some solutions to what we call the sunny side of life. So whether you're within my beloved business and my amazing team within social retail, or your own beloved company out there, I know that there's enough sunshine and success out there for everybody. So let's dive into this today, because I mean, yes, I know that I am a grandma and my kids are all grown up from the home, but I do know that I have a lot of young moms that are on my team. I have a lot of moms that are juggling spouses and business partners. They're juggling their kids. They work full-time or they work part-time. And there's a teeter-totter balance that we are juggling to keep, and we want everyone to be happy, because that's what moms like to do. We want to make sure everyone in our world is joyous and excited and as happy as we are. But sometimes we can feel that weight. We can feel that guilt, that we feel that we've dropped the ball sometimes, and we don't want to be beating ourselves up mentally or emotionally, because sometimes it has physical ramifications if you fall into depression and all those kind of things. But the struggle is real, is what I want to share with you guys. Okay, so the very first tip that I really want to share with you guys is making sure that your husband or your partner understands what's going on within your world. I think it's really important. Sometimes we just assume or presume or have this imagination that our husbands know what's going on within our worlds. And sometimes they don't. They're none of us are totally, psychic. They can't read our minds. So it's really important to let your spouse know why you're actually in a network marketing business. Maybe you're looking for, something special of your own. We get the labels of mom and wife and corporate worker or a hairstylist or, working over here or doing these jobs. They're labels, but we want something for us, right? So making sure you tell your husband really why you're looking for it. Maybe you're looking for recognition. Maybe you're working in a really sucky job where the environment isn't very positive. You got to let him know what you're looking for within your network marketing business. Is it just a little bit of diapers, dollars for your diapers, or is it something, a deeper, more meaningful dream that you want to build over time? You're looking for the sisterhood, the communication. You have to let him know so he can cheer you on, so he can be an amazing supporter and helper with that teeter-totter balance with family life, our business, our kids, and and other jobs that we hold. Okay, so that's my very first tip. Bring him up to speed, so then he can be a participant, and he can be an encourager, and he can be an amazing cheerleader within your life. Okay, so that's my very first tip. Okay, you want him on your side. You want him cheering you on, because it empowers us as women when we know that our guy's got us. He's holding our hands with us. Okay. So the next tip that I want to give you for mommy and balancing with kids is that so many women don't designate a space. Okay, I'm very strongly encouraging you, maybe if you always sit on this corner of the couch when you're watching TV or you're reading books or spending time with your kids, find a different spot. Go to a different armchair, work from the table, work from the desk, work from a different end of the couch, or work in the spare room. Carve out a space that your children and your spouse can then understand and identify that this is your business space. This is where mommy does some special works. So they can understand. It's like, oh, okay, mommy's over there. So that leads me into tip number 3, is that if your children are coming to you, young or old, we can beat ourselves up mentally when we say, well, mommy, just give me 5 minutes, just give me 5 minutes, okay? Give in to the distraction of your children is what I'm encouraging you to do. If it's minor and it's you're working on something on your business that isn't a major significance right now, it's not a business call, this isn't something huge, put it on pause, okay? You know why? It's because you're going to be distracted by wondering what your kids wanted when you tell them come back in 5 minutes. So, and it makes you feel bad. So, you know, if it's not really that serious what you're doing within your business at that moment, put it on pause and assist your children, give into their distraction of them pulling you so you can put the primary focus on them 100%. And then go back to your task at hand within building your business, okay? So tip number 4 within that is keep your word. If it is something really significant, make a game out of this, okay? This was a huge point for me. So maybe it's a funny face. Maybe it's like, you go like that to them. It's like, oh, mom needs 10 minutes. And buy a timer, super cheap at the dollar store. Buy a timer, put it on your table. You go like this to your kids and it's like, okay, mom needs 10 minutes. And they tiptoe away and they set the timer and they go ding, ding, ding. And in that period of time, they've got the sign, they've made it a game. And then they come back to you when the timer goes off and you can get, finish that business call, or you can finish that mind thought that you had working within that content that you're creating on Facebook. Make a plan and share the game with them, okay? Make it a game so your kids can get connected to it and they understand that if it's something minor, you're going to help them and step away from your work and help them. But if it's something really significant, give them some kind of a fun game sign. And really, it's so powerful because the kids love games. And they know that they get to run to the kitchen then and set the timer, and in 10 minutes it's going to go ding, 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 and you're going to be 100% with them, and then you're not going to beat yourself up because you're going to keep your promise, right? You're going to keep your word to them. All right. So this is tip number 4, which is the comparison. Okay. So many times I'm having conversations with young moms in their business, and they're seeing all these other perfect mummies out there. Okay. I personally can relate to a hot mess way more than I can the perfect plastic Barbie of these perfect trying to keep up with the Joneses posts that are basically posting so much positivity, they're trying to cover up with their own insecurities and worries. So be real, okay? If your life is crazy, people can connect with that and relate to that. And that is totally duplicatable. Barbie and plastic and the fake world out there isn't. That's not sustainable. It's not real. So, you know, stop trying to fake it. Really, we have to remember that when we take off that mask of perfection, we can make a deeper connection with women. So that's what's most important, is making a deeper connection, more meaningful, relatable. That can create some great conversations, okay? So that is really important. Making sure that you are planning as much time or equal time or however that balance is for you, for your family to-do list. I know when my kids were home and I was working shift work, you know, I was working 12-hour shifts, 4 days on, 4 days off, then back to nights, then back to 4 days off. We actually had a family to-do list for our home, because I'm a mom, you know, I was a single mom and I couldn't do it all. And I perfectly confessed that to my kids. This is our home. We're going to take care of it together. You know, so I would be getting ready to go to work and I want to put a load of laundry and I'd say, okay, come on kids, we're going to have the laundry game. And we would run around the house and pick up everything that was dirty and it got tossed into the laundry room. You know, and we made a game of it. Okay, you can do the same thing for the dishes. You can do the same thing with a dust cloth. There's a same thing for you vacuum your room, I'm going to vacuum the living room, then you're going to vacuum your bedroom, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to vacuum something else. Making a game out of it and having a family to-do list, because you love your home and this is our home, we're going to take care of it. It teaches them some really great life skills and you get more stuff done faster. Okay, so that one is I think a really huge one. So it will carve out more time, one-on-one time for you and your children and also you and your business, and then you and your husband and relationship time, right? So including the family within those kind of fun things is absolutely a hoot, okay? So I think we're on to tip number 6, which is having older kids. I have a lot of mummies that have older children. They are so savvy. Oh my gosh, these teenagers nowadays are so technically smart. You want them on your team, okay? Honest to goodness, I know that there's some mums out there that would love to sponsor their child. So take advantage of their enthusiasm and their excitement. And, maybe, I know some mums have actually signed them up for like some WordPress courses or some SEO courses for, content creation, video taking, video editing. Include your kids. They would love to do videos of you and then do something fun, do something creative. Include your older children, okay? And your young ones, maybe, grab a notebook and, take some time to like write out your to-do list within your business. Okay, right on. Mommy prospected 2 new people today and they had a look at my my presentation, or they were open to having a look at an opportunity video. Mommy gets 2 stars, okay? Mommy followed up with 5 people today. Look here in Messenger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it allows them to stay connected. They allows them to participate within your joys, okay? So when we think about this, it really is absolutely so powerful when you're talking about your day with your kids. And including them with what you're doing, your experiences. Well, mommy had this conversation and, this is what she learned. Or, this is what my goal was, but this is what happened. So then I had to do this, and make it a story of adventure of your trials and tribulations, and using our struggles to as stepping stones to sunshine, and showing your kids that you're stubborn and you're tenacious about our dreams and our goals, okay? Another great idea, I think this would be tip number 8, is giving back. I mean, how many of you guys have kids that are in sports or Girl Guides or Scouts? Using your entrepreneurial mummy skills within your community and helping them maybe sell more cookies or sell more tickets, for your different projects. Take some time to think about what you're doing in our day and then sharing it forward into your community and with your kids. And the last tip is, of course, is just really sharing your life lessons of what's going on within your world and your business to your kids, and sharing, what's going on within your world and the lessons that you're learning. Them seeing that you're persistent and, you're gonna figure it out, allows them to explore their own creativity as we dig further into ours, onto that positive, sunny side of life that I wanted to share. So those are just some ideas maybe to, help with the teeter-totter, the strategizing of, the mummy guilt, the balancing act between spouses and relationships and our jobs and our kids and our house and our home, because the struggle is real, okay? The struggle is real. So I really wanted to share some deeper insights and maybe add, like I said, a little bit of sunshine to your day. So if you got some value, definitely you're going to want to tag a friend to this. Of course, I've got young mummies and I've got grandmas. I've got a huge spectrum and scope of women within my social retail business. And that's what I love, is because, the simple 1, 2, 3 is very duplicable. Whether we are strong skill sets with one or we have strengths over on the other side, I love the fairness and the playing balance when it comes to women building their businesses in social retail, because there's something that has a fit for all of us. Okay, you guys have a fabulous night. Have questions, send me a message or drop more info in the comments. Night, ladies.